Hey guys, so this is a RZR 170 2017. The reason I'm making this video is because a lot of times I will look into something to see what's out there when I'm doing a repair on my own stuff here, but in this case I couldn't really find anything about how to change the sprocket on this. I already took it out. As you can see, had a crack in it, a little crack right there. So I've got a new one to replace it, but I just wanted to kind of do a little quick rundown for those of you who are like me, who like to just see how something's done. And this may not be the correct way. Like I said, I couldn't find anything, but what I ended up having to do was jack the unit up, put it on some stands, take the wheel off. You have to take the hub off of here, and I used a 1 1/8, but I think it's metric. It worked for it though. You take the hub off, you release this this nut here that's holding the bearing, and then you got to take these two nuts out of here, and then well, let me just say this first. Before you do that, you do want to get these jam nuts loose on here. That's these guys right here. And that was probably the hardest part. I ended up, I don't have an air chisel or anything like that. I ended up just taking a propane torch, this, heated it up all the way around for about a minute or two, and then I took like a flat-ended, this is an extension, but I just took this and a 5-pound hammer, or this is a 2.5-pound hammer, and I just kind of knocked it loose on one side and the other, and it came loose. It is a regular thread, it's no reverse thread or anything. So once you get those jam nuts loose, you can slide those. After you get this off, you slide those off there, you can undo the sprocket. This is just geared on here, so that you don't need to do anything with that. But the only other part here that you have to do is you got to release the other side where that bearing carrier is sitting. So those are 17 mil bolt and nut that holds that bearing carrier on, and you just loosen that up, and then you can pick this up all you want to, you know, and get this out of here, because you can't fit these jam nuts and the sprocket and everything out of there. So you got to loosen it up, take it out, and that's how you get this sprocket off of here. Quite the job. I thought maybe that would have been a little bit simpler, but it wasn't. I mean, all in all, it only took me maybe 20 minutes to get to this point. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything that you might need to know about this. Yeah, just put it back together, put some Loctite on your nuts and everything like that, and you should be good to go. So I don't know if this works for other models of the 170. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same for a lot of the same years, but I'll let you be the judge of that. It's probably similar either way, but there you have it. So here we go. I'm going to put this back together now, and maybe you guys get a better idea, if you need to, on how this all fits. So this is the new sprocket. It is a cheap Amazon sprocket, so you know, the one from Polaris was like 160 bucks. I can't really justify that, but the job wasn't that bad, so I mean, we'll just see how long this lasts. I don't remember what I paid for this, maybe 30, 40, 50, something like that. So I'm gonna put the bolts in the sprocket here. This chain's kind of in the way. I did put Loctite on these. It has a Loctite already on the bolt, so you can see. And there's a lock washer on there as well. That on there. Now I'm going to slide the two washers here on the axle, and then the two jam nuts. And after that's on there, you can put the bearing here. Okay. I'll probably tighten this last, since it may be easier to do it whenever the axle is held down by the wheels on the ground. That goes on there. This piece holds the bearing in place. That gets held on with this nut here and the bolt. I'm gonna leave that loose, and then I'm gonna put these other two bolts in. And don't forget about your adjuster down here. Alright, so you got your adjuster on the bolt, and then you've got this piece here that locates the bearing and lets the adjuster move. I got the nut. These are 17 mil on both sides. The other one back here with that half circle thing is a, well, it's not that. It's a 14, I guess. 14. And then, gotta tighten that up. Put the hub back on. Put your hub, put your washer, then your castle nut. Alright, got lined up. I just got to put a cotter pin in there. I cut this one off, so I got to get a new one. And that's pretty much it. I mean, obviously you got to put the chain back on there, and I may have messed up on that part there, because I don't think the chain's gonna fit back in there. So that's what I get for getting ahead of myself. I'll have to loosen this back up, lift it up, get the chain in there first, and then I should have enough slack to move this chain tensioner, put the chain back on there. But yeah, that's basically it. Make sure you tighten this all the way back up here. It's pretty tight. You want to make sure this is all located correctly, so nothing breaks on you. But that's about all I'm going to show you on this one here. So a few other bolts on this side are here. I think my adjuster over here was broken, because I don't even know the piece was just completely missing, so yeah, just something else to fix on here. Alright, good luck.